And bam. Hi everyone, thanks for joining. I just got back from McDonald's and have a caramel coffee. Total garbage, but almost free. I spent like 25 bucks and fed the whole family a bunch of garbage, including this here apple fritter. It's almost impressive how like everything has like this slight chemical aftertaste. It's I wonder how they do that. It's pretty interesting. Today's show brought to you by Latterly, latterly.teachable.com. You can also go to latterly.io, boom, and learn React with me. Oh, this is like the admin view. Let's see. Incognito window. Bam, bam, bam. Yep, so that's what it should look like for you. Thank you. So what are we doing now? Earlier today on the prior stream, so this is Moonlog 8, so this is part of a series. Earlier today we did Moonlog 7, where we set up a Vercel Blitz.js application. Wow, let me make sure my bank... That would have been really awkward. Bank of America almost on screen. Big yikes. So here is the remote URL. You should be able to go visit this yourself. Futurecaster Blitz Vercel.app. Maybe there's a build failure or something. I was kind of expecting this to be a little bit more updated, but that's fine. We'll do a new deployment here shortly. On local, Futurecasts, create Futurecasts. This should have a home button. We'll add that. Basically, we got everything set up. Yeah, okay. So go to Futurecasts, and here's this. Yeah, it's because I'm logged in. Log out. Now I can go to Futurecasts. It says log in, return to homepage. Right, this is some of the stuff we did. Sign up. Return to homepage, log in, return to homepage. Okay. So we basically got the bones of the application, like authentication kind of stood up here. This link, we fixed this link, and still leaving that blitz, but we'll change that shortly. So this, we want to actually get those Futurecast CRUD, create, read, update, and delete, working, and then be able to see them. So that's what we're doing now. I'd like to get to a point where, so it should generate the UUID every time, but I'd like to get to a point where I can map that to an image and to fortune telling. It's going to be a short stream. We're going to be like at the hour mark, but we can hopefully pack in some actual fortune telling features into that time frame. So this should be fun. Okay, so let's log in. I'm not sure if my login's going to work because I am using a SQLite database. Forgot your password. Yes, I did. I think I signed up with this one. Let's refresh here. Open database table for user. It actually does. Oh, it's john@afterecon.com. Okay. If your email is in our system, you'll receive instructions to reset your password shortly. I'm going to go add the back to home button to all these different pages. And I'm going to extract the return to home or back to home. I don't know. What's the best practice, bro? Components, new file. This will be return home button.tsx. Gonna copy this whole, wow, that's way too much. Why'd you copy all that? Props, it's not gonna have any props. It's just this last piece at the bottom. Boop, return to home page. Nothing impressive here. Just a little export const login form, export const login form. Ah, they exported both. I was kind of confused because I usually do, like, forget this one. I usually do this, where I export const of my functional component. But here they export the const and the default. And I had only peeped that it was exporting default. So I was like, oh, I guess they're exporting default here. But it looks like they do both, which, kind of a trip to me. I actually don't like doing both. I'm going to force the one way. Yeah. Okay, so here's the link. We can get rid of a lot of this stuff. Boop, 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 boop. Bye. This will be return home button. Boop. John, you only saved 2 lines. Yeah, and it was worth it. Oh, I have TSX, so I should be able to quick import, quick fix component. App core components. Oh, there's multiple component groups. I don't like that either. I just want one components. Okay, dadgum for every model. Because like this return home button is not an auth component. It could be used anywhere. So it's like I need another. I would just like to have a components folder here, but yeah, the organization would be inconsistent. Is there util anywhere? Util. Test utils. Okay, Blitz.js. Maybe I could do a utils folder. You know what? It can be considered part of core. Yes, it can. Yes, it can. Okay. So we're going to use core components. That's chill. And so this will be return home button. Boom, 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 boom. Save that. Return home button. Oh no, return home button's not over there. Don't worry. Click and drag. Where would it go? Core components. Boom. Now it is. Control Shift P, sort imports, bam, save, bam, bam. Cool, cleaned up this file a little bit. So there's the return home button. And now it's compiled successfully. This is on the login form. I also want forgot password. So let's go over there, auth. Forgot your password? Forgot password page. How do I get there? Forgot password page? Page forgot password TSX. That was easy enough to navigate over here. Close others, yep. And components, here I will do return home button. Bam, bam. Is it automatically indexed? Let's see. Boom, boom. Nope. That's not a thing, John. That's not a thing. Okay. It's not automatically indexed. So we got the return home button. Let's go down here. This is going to be if your email is in our system. If your email is in our system. So this is if it's success, if it's not success over here. I'd like my buttons to show up in either case. Boom. So just stick it right there at the bottom. Return to home page, easy enough. So I have sign up, return to home page, log in, return to home page. You get a home page button, you get a home page button. So we're reusing this component in a lot of places. clean this up a little bit more, and we'll get on to the stuff we're actually here to do. It looks like there's only one remaining location, yeah? Return home button. Usually I do the semicolons, but it's no big to me. I think I ran some performance tests and it was like faster with the semicolons. Could be outdated. Okay, so we got these buttons. Now I'm going to try and log in. And forgot your password? Yes, I did. Return to homepage button. Chill. Let's use the one that I actually registered with. If you're, whoa. You must set up a production email integration. Ho, ho, ho. Okay. That's cool. I'll do this some other time. So let's do this. Issues. Set feature. Cool, so we got a new feature and we'll just move on. It looks like this link was prepared though that I can use at the bottom. So I'll just go ahead and try and use it. Bam! Got this cool password reset token. I like that it is not, let's see, JSON web token. I want to prove that. Yeah, so it's not a sniffable. A man in the middle can't hack me by picking up on that. Like, for example, you're seeing my stream, right? You could totally see that token and be like, oh, if it was hackable, you'd hack me. But it's not. So that's great news. Let me take this off screen, make my new password. Looks like it was a success. Took us over here. And now I'm logged in. Let me log out and just log right back in and make sure that my password kind of stuck. Bam, bam. Great. Okay, so it's sticking. And we're just using a SQLite database, which I think is really cool. And I've previously done this with Postgres on Railway. So the Blitz auth seems to be like very robust. And like I haven't had any problems with it. Any of the frictions that I've had, none of them have had to do with auth, and that's wonderful. I'm going to email myself this password real quick. Cool. Okay, so, and also let me check messages. Are you asking any questions? No one's asking any questions. We are on Twitch, LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook. Yeah, if you have a question, feel free to drop it. This is like, I can always pivot into kind of a, like office hours help you with your coding kind of thing. But as long as y'all are not asking questions, I'm gonna be doing this. Okay. So I am ready to commit this, and this is feature, conventional commit syntax, feature return home button. I just created it and implemented it and used it in a few places. Bam. Commit and push. That should kick off. Actually, it might not. I'm kind of thinking that'll kick off a Vercel build, but I might need to run the command line command. That might be the reason. Might be the reason this remote page is a little bit out of date compared to my local, because I never ran the command line command. I was thinking it was just going to watch my GitHub. African Fufu commented on the video. Let's see. Functional is for bootcamp programmers. Woo! He is savage. Tell me about a time that you used a custom. Oof. I just hit him with a oof. Okay. Now we want to actually create this thing. So that it's erring on the name field. Whoa. Oh, probably not until we foobar it, right? Now it's erring. Yeah, because there is no name field. That's not how a futurecast should work. You don't get to enter a name. You don't enter anything. You just randomly generate it. And in fact, I want to spend spend points. Let's see. Should I implement that as a separate feature later, or should I do that right now? So like me as a user, John, I'm going to buy like tokens and then spend them to tell a fortune. Do I want to do that right now? Yeah, I want to do that right now. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, so here is the Prisma Studio. So this would be a user field, yeah? The user has Futurecaster Blitz. Nope, we're not getting where I want to go. App, API, Prisma, where are you? DB, that makes sense. Schema, there we go. So these are like an authentication token. That's why I called the these other bad boys cast tokens. They're not the same as authentication tokens. Now the question is, do I have like another entity which is no, you know what? I think the user will just get blank futurecasts. I think that's how we're going to do it. There is like a special futurecast entity then, like sharding entities. I don't think I want to do this right now. Yeah, let's just get it generating. Let's just get it generating. Bum, 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 bum. Is this cast token nullable? I feel like I want it to be nullable. So the idea here is that a person can roll up and purchase like 5 new tickets. How do we represent those? Is a ticket is a separate entity? Yeah, I think we're going to want to have currency as a separate entity. And then if it's just one column mapped to the user, it almost feels like it should be on the user model. I don't really want to mess with the user model. So like, what if the user has a language preference? Are we going to put that here? Are we never going to mess with the user? Yeah, I think that's right. So this is the user that Blitz.js came up with, and I really don't want to mess with it. So what I'll do is I'll have like a bucket like of user meta information. So they could have like a language preference and a theme preference. Language preference and a theme preference, and they could have transactions and shit. This is a good question. I'm going to ask no, I don't want to ask. User has transactions. Yeah, let's just edit this guy. So user can have transactions right here. User can have language preference right here. We can just do it right here. I'm fine with that. I'll put it in a little section down here that's like... So these will be like the ones that are created by default. And then these are app-specific fields below. And it might mess up my formatting as soon as I format, and if that's the case, then I'll get rid of this comment. Okay, so what I'd like to do here is a quantity, the quantity of like currency or tokens, I'll call them. Futurecast. How about seer stones, huh? That could be our currency. Even seer stones are all different from each other. This will be like coins. We'll call it coins. Coins. Are an int. Yeah, I might change this all later, but let's leave it for now. Okay, so coins are an int. And default is 0. Can I do that? Coins are an int, default 0. So let's go over here, kill this. Blitz, Prisma, format. It's taking it a minute. Let me Google while I'm at it. Formatted this file. Looks like it worked and it just retained the formatting as is. Okay, fine with me. That's how you want to format it. Okay, so now we have these coins. And it's going to cost a coin to generate a Futurecaster token. Okay. So do I need to restart the server so that it's aware of coins? Let's see. Blitz, Prisma, migrate, dev. Let's do that. Okay, now here I'm Blitz dev. I want to go to the Futurecast form. Sure. Blitz dev, label text field is name. So this is not true. It doesn't need to have a name. Control-Shift-F, Futurecast form, where is it being used? Okay, new. Yep, it's being used here. Edit. Okay, so currently nothing on the Futurecast entity is editable, but we might change that. Yeah, I don't know. We'll leave that for now. So you create a new Futurecast. Tip, use Zod schema format validation. Well, all you're going to do is click a button. So it's not a big deal in this case. Create Futurecast. Await create Futurecast mutation. Router push show Futurecast page the new ID. Okay. Form error to string. Okay. If there's just like an HTTP error, I suppose. So all that should show up is a button now. Okay. Refresh this. Nothing at all is showing up. That's undesired. That's undesired. It's also unexpected. All I did was delete a comment. Okay, do you want to continue? All data will be lost. Okay, drift detected. Your database schema is not in sync with your migration history. Okay, fine. What's that going to make me do? Maybe log in again? I don't care. Enter name for the new migration, coins. Cool. So this will be feat user has coins. Okay. Prisma Studio over there. This terminal, let's refresh. Yeah, something's working here. Okay, what about my homepage? Homepage is good. If we go to Futurecasts, it's like asking me to sign in. Okay, that's fine. So we'll kill this one, blame it on the sign in, check my users. I don't exist anymore because it had to wipe the database. Fine, fine, fine. So let me sign up. John, yep, this is the one I'm using. Y'all can email me there if you want to, by the way. It's not like it's a private email or anything. Okay, so now I'm logged in. Go to Futurecasts. Now I like to create a Futurecast. Now, what about create new Futurecast name? Okay, so here we're getting into the interesting case where I'd like to delete this. Bam! Do I still have a button? Yeah, so it still says create Futurecast. There's no name field. Great. Create Futurecast. Where does it actually say that? Create Futurecast. Gonna get rid of this. So here's the index. Okay, cool. Create Futurecast. This will cost 1 coin. Boo! Futurecast page. Create Futurecast. This will cost 1 coin. Okay. That is a different thing. Create Futurecast. This will cost 1 coin. Update my button right here. Bam. Okay, now we're cooking. So I'm going to click this guy, and it is going to create a Futurecast mutation. Boom. Here we go. Use mutation, create Futurecast. Check this mutation out. In a multi-tenant app, you must add validation to ensure correct tenant. Fine. Data is not assignable to this type over here. That feels bad. Yeah, because you don't have a name. So this, I need to understand if I'm on the server or not, because what I don't want to do is expose client-side manipulation. I'm just relying on the DB to create the token. Yeah, so this will do that. This will do that. So it will create the token, and then it will inspect itself and immediately update itself. I think that sounds good. So what do you have? We have main text. This is going to be optional. Dot optional. I think that's right. This will be main text. Cool. Data. Where's this data coming from? Data. Okay, it's passing in data. This is the input. Main text, string, or undefined. Is not assignable to type without Futurecast create input. Types of property main text are incompatible. Okay. So I just need to do like an or empty string. No, it totally should be. Does it need to be or null? Is that the issue? It can't be empty string, it just can be null. Select without data. Where are these types? Futurecast create input. So I need to go into my Prisma types. Okay. Database. So going to be in the Prisma client. Yeah. Enhanced Prisma. Seeds. Nope. Integrations. Nope. Seeds. Nope. Yeah, it should not be under the migrations. Where are my yeah, I think I need to go over here. My generated types. I think it actually generates within node modules. So all of this, Prisma session client. Yeah, Futurecast delete many args. Okay. Here it is. Futurecast create input. Yeah. Created at. Okay, so it's downcasing the string. It's downcasing the string. The string is required. So that is the issue. Cast token here is optional. No, it's not. Cast token. So let me go to my schema. Schema Prisma, here we go. Cast token. Why is it allowing this to be optional? I'm just going to let it slide. But this one should be. This one should be optional, and why is that? Okay, this feels kind of bad, right? Because at runtime, it should not be like that. But I need to create the UUID, and then I can create the cast. So maybe I should create the UUID external to the database. And then that becomes really cumbersome. It's like it shouldn't even be. Shouldn't even be a UUID at that point. Boo. Sucks. Prisma get next UUID. Okay, no, I definitely want the database to control the UUIDs, because if there's a collision, I don't want to have to handle it. So main text is required. I guess I could give it some default like loading or some shit like that. Okay. Okay, so I'll just have a default fortune main text. Main text. It's not a result of input. We're just going to use that every time. Is this going to be a multi-tenant app? I don't think so. I'm going to get rid of that to do. Okay. So I have this Futurecast. At this point, I should be able to get a UUID. What do I call it, though? I call it cast token. Cast token. And then I will console.log that. So let's do this. Invalid string undefined for main text. Zod error. Okay. No. Yeah, get rid of this. So Zod is like, hey, you didn't enter the required information, but the user actually isn't supposed to enter the required information. It's supposed to be generated. I could generate the main text prior to the UUID. So they're sort of independent. Yeah, I really hate the idea of doing this default fortune main text. I dislike less the idea of the main text is randomly generated before the UUID is actually generated. I think this is fine. This is fine. We'll do the default thing. because I want it to technically be hashable. So if I ever go on chain, it's deterministic. So having a like an arbitrary base case is better for hashability instead of independent generation using a timestamp, because then you would always have to supply that generator function. And I'd rather that be a post process than a pre-process. Okay. The future is not yet clear. Cool. This now exists in the database. It got logged out, right? Here it is, cast token. Cool. Now what I want to do is immediately update the Futurecast. This will be what is the Prisma? Is it update? Prisma update. Prisma update. Whoa, 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 whoa. CRUD. Great. Update. Await this. Cool. I want to see if I can just do it this way. Futurecast. Futurecast dot main text equals foobar. And then can I await futurecast dot update? Is it going to let me do that? Nope. So it doesn't exist here. So it's always going to be SQL like. Okay, so we'll do update where ID is futurecast.id. Okay, this is going to be await Prisma dot futurecast dot update. DB. I'm using DB. Cool. Where? Okay, this is how I have to do the update. I can't just set it equal like that. Okay. So we'll do const updated Futurecast. Futurecast is. This is, there's trade-offs in anything. This is very granular. This is like lower level than some SQLized methods, huh? But maybe the lower level nature of this is safer in some sense. Okay, so where ID is futurecast.id. And now I need data. Okay, data. Hopefully it'll let me do a partial here. So I want main text to be foobar. Right? So the next one should be foobar. Delete that. Okay. Delete was successful. Love it. Create that. Create it. Bam. Text is foobar. Great. We're cooking. We're cooking. So here's updated Futurecast. I returned Futurecast. So it like updated it by reference somehow. That's pretty interesting because I didn't actually return the updated Futurecast. That feels safer though. I'm gonna return the updated Futurecast. Here's the cast token. Okay, and main text is going to be get Futurecast by cast token. So here's the question. Do I want it to be a pure hash of this UUID? Because I could do other things, like I could use the timestamp and get some more variation in there. I think this is good for now. We can always modify it later. This is good for now. Okay. So does this method here need to come from elsewhere, or is it okay? Resolver dbz, resolver dbz. So I don't know if this is the correct way to do things, but I'm just going to put it here. And this is going to, it has to generate a string. So UUID should be a string, and then this should generate another string, right? That made main text happier. Okay, cool. So now we're actually going to get to do the fun random generation part. So how should we do this? So I only had two. This is kind of like a command, and then this is, you will have a wicked good evening. Prediction. Quip. What's a quip? Is that like a funny saying? I just want like a funny saying. What is a funny saying? Command prediction joke? Should I just call it a joke? I'll call it a funny. You got a funny. That makes sense. You can get a command, a prediction, or a funny. Okay? Okay, so we're gonna do type, or this is fortune type. So here's fortune types, and then this is cur fortune type is string character code at UUID character code at 0. And then we're going to mod fortune types dot length. So, yep, current fortune type index. Current fortune type is fortune types. Get the index of that. Let me double check the chat, make sure there are no questions at the moment. Okay, no questions at the moment. Feel free to drop a question if you have one. So basically, we know there are 3 possible types because I just made them up. In the future, I could add more. This is going to be dynamic with the length of that. So if I add more, it'll keep working. I'm just taking the first character of the UUID, and that character is alphanumeric. It could be a number or a letter. Regardless, it's going to have an ASCII value or a Unicode value. So I'm getting that Unicode value. Here, the Unicode value of H would be 72. We can try this out and do a Unicode value of 1, right? And I can do a fire emoji. And you can get the Unicode value of a fire emoji. That's pretty cool. I think I'll do an emoji fortune. Fire emoji. Okay, so let's do const command, and then so const commands fortune types command. This should be a database table eventually. Move to Cedars. I'll do that some other time. So here are some commands. Do X and Y. Don't do X. Don't do X. What about questions? I feel like these are 3. Ew, commands are so not funny, right? Let's do funny ones. Do X and Y. I'll call these like pieces, const pieces. So this will be do verbs. We'll do nouns and verbs. So this will be like hippo, cat, dog, soda cans, sodas, bagels, a single a single drop of coffee. Verbs will be eat, out race. Oh, here's another one, a potion. A potion. A hippo, a cat, a dog, sodas, bagels, a single drop of potion, a nifty hat. Okay? Eat, outrace, jump up and down with, ooh, we could do adjectives. Oh, here's another noun, joy, nirvana, that Laffy Taffy, actual depression. Okay, const adjectives. Const when. Soon. Never. It already happened that. And then const subject. you, a cat somewhere, all of the all of the people. Fred. Okay, soon, it already happened that. You will soon eat a hippo. I'm trying to construct a prediction, you see? You will soon. You will when you will soon. When modifier. Will, won't. I like won'ts because now it introduces the apostrophe. You will or you won't. Cool. You will or you won't. Friendly, ugly, stinky, totes neato. Chubby, chubby, short, fuerte, fuerte, cool. See if it automatically breaks those lines. Yep. Here's another. We can do that. Emoji. Do 2 more emojis. I'm not gonna do that one. Okay, cool. There's a book. Here's a fire. Here's a book. Cool shades emoji. Is there a vampire emoji? I'd love that. That would be pretty cool if you get this one, vampire emoji. Okay, so we saved all those. So it's almost like before I roll it's almost like I don't even need these types. I need something more like an ad lib. Right? It's called an ad lib, right? Ad lib. Oh, darn. It's like a fill in the blank. So I will call it fortune templates. Fortune templates. Here we can do like when. Yeah, this would be an array of arrays. This works. Bear with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is good for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this will be when modifier, soon, no, when subject, soon you will, when modifier, just don't. Just don't. Bruh. Cool. And then I'll call this a joiner. Const joiners. What's and but? And but. And but before about. Is and a preposition? Is and a preposition or not? No, it's a conjunction. That's the word I'm looking for. I call them joiners, but they're conjunctions. And but therefore. Yeah, thank you. Oh, King's Bounty 2. Yeah, so the if you're on Twitch, I guess you're on Twitch, right? The like Twitch software gets super jacked up because I'll stream games or coding, and like it doesn't update, so it's only just shows the last game that I played. So like the last game that I streamed was King's Bounty 2, but I'm not doing that today. But yeah, Twitch is screwed up basically. And but therefore. How about this one? Ye shall, my dog. Ye shall, my dog. And then we definitely need a yeet. And am I right? No, not a am I right. I appreciate you. Thanks for leaving the comment. So if you do want to see me play games, then I'll probably have to play games here pretty soon. Probably do some of that tomorrow. Okay, when subject when subject when modifier. Soon you will. Then we'll go verb noun. Verb noun. Yeah, so this is called Futurecaster. It's going to generate fortune telling, basically. So here is one I did previously. You can see on the right side of the screen. Where's my face at? I want to make sure my face isn't covering it. Yeah. You can see shake the magic 8-ball. See that? Boop. Drink the potion and get in motion. Hey, that's pretty good, right? Yeah, let me grab that one. Hey. When subject, when modifier, noun. Verb, noun, quip. And then this will be quip. We'll go with 3. That works. Quip. And so it's going to like dynamically generate a fortune out of this stuff. Move this down below here. Okay, so instead of fortune types, it is fortune templates. So it's going to grab a fortune template, and now you got a current fortune template. Get fortune template index. Okay, cur fortune template index. And then this, just do an old for loop. Let I less than cur fortune template dot length I plus plus. Cool. So it's going to loop through the template. Object is possibly undefined. Nope, it shouldn't be. So we got 0, 1, or 2. And so if you mod, and so is that going to be length 3? Here, let's see. 1, 2, 3 dot length, and I got 3, right? And so when will this ever be undefined? So 0 mod 3, 1 mod 3, 2 mod 3, 3 mod 3. So the best you can get is 2, 0, 1, 2. So you're never going to overflow the array. It's never undefined. So I guess we can give it a like this default thing. Just to make it realize that it's not going to be undefined. How is it undefined? I said or templates 0. And this is not undefined. Okay, let me fix these errors, then it maybe will chill out. Okay, so I'm going to when modifiers, subjects, these should all be plural, subjects, verbs, nouns, adjectives, conjunctions, quips, whens, subjects, when modifiers, verbs, nouns, quips, quips. Okay, so yeah, it really can't be undefined. Are you saying that this is also undefined string? So it knows that it's an array of strings, right? So it's an array of strings or it's undefined. Okay, I think I'm going to just have to tell it that it's... No, I'm not going to make it an if. I'm not going to make it an if. I'm just going to tell it that it's never undefined. Oh, well, do you mean if undefined? Like this? And it still thinks it can be undefined. Bruh, it really can't. No, I'm just going to type it. I hate doing this, but I'm just going to be like, it's not undefined, just so you know. So this is going to be, string or undefined is not assignable to, okay. Yeah. Now, how many, it's always going to be an array of arrays? I think so. Yeah, so I can do that. That's a better type. Okay. So now, this is going to be like each of those. So this is going to be like template piece. CRUD template piece is this index I of that. So now I got my template piece. So now I will have the wins, for example. This Futurecast should also probably have like a schema. To do needs, oh, it needs a version field, but we have the created and updated at, so we can backtrack the version. Because the thing is, these, I'll undo that. These are going to change over time, which is going to change the fortune output over time. But if we have those timestamps, that works. This is Blitz.js. Super recommend it. Been having a ton of fun with it. So it's a full stack React framework. And I'm using it with Vercel to actually do my deployments. And this stack has been working really well. Blitz.js, the framework, it comes with authentication built in. Super nifty. Yeah, you got it for sure. Thanks for dropping by. Okay, close this, move this over. I don't need both of these, so I'll just close that. So now I'm at my template piece, and this is where I want to make sure that I'm using my token. So UUID, UUID seed. We'll use const UUID.length. Okay, so this is a token length, or cast token length equals no, I like UUID seed. UUID seed. So we're going to take the whole UUID and mod it by I. And that is going to have a seed that's not just random. It's not just math.random. It's seeded out of the UUID. So it's a predictable state. So we're going to mod it by I. So now I have this UUID seed. And the selected piece is cur template piece mod UUID seed. Okay, so here's the selected piece. Cur template piece is possibly undefined. I really don't know why you're saying that. Cur template piece is, oh, yeah. So here I want to get the ith index 0 up to the length. No, so I'll always have a fortune template. So it's not or undefined as string array. So this is a string array. So this will be like wins. This is a string array. Okay. Yeah, maybe I'm missing something. If y'all see something I'm missing, like why is it saying it could be undefined? Okay, so anyway, that's a string array. So now I have like these. And then I got my UUID seed. And I will grab the string. So selected piece should be a string. It says string or undefined. So UUID length mod, okay. Instead of modding I, let's mod this. So you're always going to get between 0 and the length of the array. Okay, did that make it happy? Well, it still says it could be undefined. Okay, so here I will have my let fortune text equal empty string const default piece text equals, it's going to be IDK. So if it's ever an empty string, it'll just be IDK. So here is fortune text. Cool. So now we get fortune cast by cast token. So that's the new main text. Fortune text equals selected piece. It equals fortune text. Well, let's do a template string. Okay. So it's going to be whatever's the current fortune text and then a space and then the selected piece. Cool. Do we have any errors at this point? Let's see if it works. Show me that error. This will be deleted. Thanks. Create a futurecast. Boop. It just says bruh. It just says bruh. Oh, I'm so happy about this. Oh, geez. I'm so happy about this. And that was recorded. Okay, let's do another one. Go back to the list. Here's bruh. Let's do another one. Boop. Soon you will eat bagels. This shit is wild. Okay, last one, and then we'll wrap it up. Boop. Soon you will eat bagels again. No, 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 no. So here's the cast token. You didn't give me the same token, did you? Futurecast. Soon you will eat bagels. Okay. This actually highlights how it's a semi-fungible token. It's not a non-fungible token. It's a semi-fungible token. So sometimes that's crazy coincidence. It will output the same fortune. Like think about like collecting Pokemon, right? Like you run into a random Pokemon. You could run into like the same Pokemon twice. It's semi-fungible. They're not all unique. So I need to do one more. I need something different. Eat bagels, bruh. Jeez, this is very strong fortune telling right here that I definitely need bagels. Okay. That's an absolute hoot. Thank you for your time. Thanks for joining. This seems to be working. Obviously, it can be improved. So this will be feet and knit fortune telling. Oh, dude, I'm so hype about this. Push that. Let's go double check the remote. Here's the remote. Boop. This did not redeploy. So what I'm taking is the idea that I would need to actually ask it to deploy. So I'm going to Vercel deploy. I think that's the right command. So hopefully this works and that will deploy, and in about 10 minutes y'all can access this website and try to do some fortune telling. Can't guarantee it'll work because I'm using SQLite, which is a local database. I haven't hooked up a cloud database like Postgres or anything yet. But you can. The code is open source. You can go check it out. One last look. Here it is, Futurecast Blitz.js. Generate Futurecast just committed init fortune telling 1 minute ago. So thanks for your time. Bye.